Woo!
Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to Live Weekend Nutrition Habit. I'm Brian Beecraft, registered dietitian. If you're new to our program, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. Tonight, we have a great show for you this evening. I'm going to be making 2 delicious recipes, perfect for summer again. I want to take a quick moment to go over a few things about our show. We have Coco, my producer Coco and I have been working very hard to try to get a professional 3-camera setup for this show. And 10 minutes before the show, the stream feed wouldn't work.
Yeah, and we suck.
So you're gonna we don't suck, but we're still working on this. So this hopefully will be our last handheld program. So bear with us with that. If you have not yet liked or subscribed to my YouTube channel, you can find a video library of all of the shows up to this point for the entire season. This is episode 6. So look for all of those episodes there on YouTube. And please remember to subscribe. This program is made possible by viewers like you, and I really appreciate your support. Also, mynutritionhabit.com is now up and running. And if you check out my website, you'll find not only the videos for this show, also my nutrition habits that I release every week, as well as information about my private consulting, nutrition counseling, and some other tips and hacks that are sure to be helpful to you. So check it out and let me know what you think. That being said, we're going to start with some tacos tonight. Really easy to make, and this recipe came to me almost as a thought from going shopping. And I found I do most all of my shopping online now because it's easy, and almost every store delivers to me for very little cost. And I found this pork loin roast, which
beautiful.
This is only half of it. I found a 5-pound pork loin roast for $10, and I got really excited about that. So I thought one of the easiest things to do with this is to put it in a pressure cooker and turn it into a chipotle honey taco meat and combine that into making fresh tacos. And then we're going to top it off with a dietitian dessert favorite, chocolate avocado pudding. And if you think that sounds gross, you haven't tasted it yet.
No, it tastes amazing.
Coco will attest to that. So, getting underway. We're going to use our pressure cooker. If you don't have one yet or haven't seen one, this is an Instant Pot. You certainly don't have to use the Instant Pot brand, but they're quite affordable. This is a 6-quart model. I think I paid maybe $60 on sale for that. And it does everything. It sautés, it pressure cooks, it slow cooks, it does everything. All in one machine, and it does it very, very quickly. If you haven't ever pressure cooked before, you'll be amazed at how quickly it can make your dinner in no time flat. And this is really going to be done in about 30 minutes. So I'm going to set this to saute.
So, okay, I have a question with that because I'm kind of slow cooking. We put the meat there, and what another things we put there?
So, my other ingredients, I've got some adobo chilies, which you can find in a can. That comes with a real chocolatey, almost a cocoa-flavored sauce in it, which we're going to use as well. I've got some ground cumin. I have some onion powder. I have garlic powder with a little bit of parsley in there. I have salt. I have maple syrup. You can use maple syrup or honey.
Okay.
I have a couple of limes and cilantro and a red onion.
Ooh, that looks amazing. So we put the meat there and all that ingredients together here.
Right.
For how long?
So, I cut this pork loin in half. The other part you'll see when it's finished. And I put a little oil in here. It always helps to saute this a little bit beforehand. So you can sear in the juices a little bit. You don't have to, though. If you don't and you're still in a hurry, you can get this done in 30 minutes and not even sear it. It will still come out tender. But I'm going to take a bowl. I'm going to take some of the adobo chilies, and I'm just going to slice those up. About 4. And finely chopped. These are hot, but they're not super hot. So when you eat them into the braised pork, it'll only have a slight kick to it. It's not going to burn your mouth if you have a sensitive palate. I'm just going to take that. Leave the rest there. I'm going to take my maple syrup. My ground cumin. My onion powder. Salt. It is humid here in Florida, that onion powder comes up. Just going to mix this up. You can hear that pork start to sizzle in the pan while I'm mixing this. Already going to town there. I would give this about a few minutes on each side, 3 to 5 minutes. And then when it's done, you'll turn it over like so. Do another 3 to 5 minutes. Nice and brown. And then you're going to take this and you're just going to sort of braise that on the top of it till it covers it. When you pressure cook, it has a little container here for the juice, for the liquid that overflows. Really important that you put a little bit, doesn't really even have to be measured that much, but I would say at least a 1/4 cup to a 1/2 cup of water in the bottom, just so it has something to steam, and that'll give you a sauce later on. So, put my lid on here.
That's so like that, the crooked.
Okay, you have to make sure that this thing is on sealing and not venting, so that the pressure will start to build up. So I'm going to turn off. You see the off button, Coco?
Slow cook.
Have to cancel it. Yeah. And then we're going to pressure cook it for about 30 minutes. And that'll happen on that. And so what happens is the pressure builds up in here. It cooks really fast. And then when it's all done, you're going to hit the venting and all the steam will come flying out of the top. And what you're going to end up with
So after 30 minutes, that's what we get.
this is what you're going to have. Now, if there's still a lot of liquid when you're finished, that's okay. You can set it back onto saute, and you can let the water cook out a little bit, and you'll get a nice thick pork that's easy to scoop into taco meat. Okay? So, while we're on the subject of pork, I want to talk a little bit about pork. And I think it's an underrated meat these days. What are some of the nice things about it? Well, for one thing, it's one of the few meats that you really don't have to worry about a lot of bacteria or spoiling diseases from it. There used to be trichinosis from pork, but that hasn't been present in pork sold in North America for a very long time. That's something from generations ago. Whereas poultry, almost all of it, unless it's organic, has some level of salmonella in it. So the pork loin that I bought will last in the refrigerator for a good 2 weeks. And that's partly because there isn't a lot of harmful bacteria in it to begin with. The second biggest thing, and the nutritional part of it, is that it is high in thiamine. And pork tacos come in very handy, especially if you've maybe had a little bit too much to drink the night before. Thiamine gets depleted easily with alcohol consumption. It's easily depleted, period. And the pork is very high in thiamine, and it depletes that very quickly. So, and of course, it provides you plenty of protein, and it does so as a very lean meat. So I like cooking with pork, and those pork loins, the price of pork hasn't gone up quite as much as chicken or beef, and you're still getting a lot of health benefits from it. So that's one of the things I really love about pork. And so when I have all of that heated,
Plus, the pork is a very versatile meat, you know. I mean, you can do many things with it.
Right. So, you know, this is, for those of you who are from the South, you probably recognize North Carolina or Virginia barbecue. This is what barbecue is to us. I grew up in Virginia. Pork barbecue to me always meant shredded pork in some kind of sauce and put on a hamburger bun. Wow. I learned later when I went to the Midwest, barbecue means something else to them. But this is what it is to us, and it's delicious. So
The barbecue is the same in all the country?
Nope.
I don't know. I'm not American.
No.
So.
If you go to the Midwest, I had somebody ask me on a date, he's like, do you like barbecue? I like, I love barbecue. And we were sitting in a place with ribs. I didn't know.
But for them, they're barbecue.
Yeah. But, so you can take this and easily, so you can eat it with the tortilla. I happen to find these tortillas. These are very low carb tortillas, so you can make this a very low carb meal. And I like to take this and just put a little bit of pork in there. And then you can put a little bit of the black beans. And I'm going to take a little bit of lime and squeeze that over. I'm going to take a little bit of onion. And then this is a coleslaw mix that I bought out. This was a great find too. I actually got this at Whole Foods. And this costs less than buying the cabbage and the carrot by itself and shredding it. So it's a big time saver, and this will give it a lot of vitamins because this is high in vitamin C, high in vitamin A, and it's going to give it that nice crunch and texture to it. And then we're going to put a little bit of my favorite herb, cilantro, to give it some color. And there.
But I think it was for me.
I'll make sure I didn't choke on it.
There are people like
I
that.
won't leave you out.
Okay, so what is the difference between that tortilla and like a... I mean, that tortilla is from what? From
So this is a whole wheat tortilla.
wheat.
This is wheat.
Okay.
You can use corn. Like I said, this is a low carb tortilla. So this is a very low carb dinner. This, 2 of these tacos will come up to about 300 calories.
Each?
Nope, total.
Oh.
So that's a pretty low calorie dinner. And you'll find when you combine it with the... Those two cool.
Okay.
All right. When you combine it with the avocado pudding that I'm about to make, you're talking about a 600 calorie dinner, which is well within your day's calorie range, and it will leave you feeling full and satisfied, and you've really covered almost every nutrient that you need in all of these things, and really in a very simple amount of time. And of course, with the leftover pork, if you don't want to do tacos, you can make barbecue sandwiches out of it. You can eat it by yourself if you don't want any of the bread. You really have a wide range of things that you can do with that.
That look amazing. Okay, question. How
Yes.
long will we take that meat in the freezer?
How long will they keep? 6 months. Easily. Yeah. So you can make a big batch of it if you find an even bigger pork roast, and it'll keep for
6
a very,
months,
very
is
long
that
time.
long?
Yep. Keep for a long, long time. Like I said, even fresh, that will keep. For a good 2 weeks in the fridge. Okay. Moving along.
So what is the period approximately to prepare all that things for tacos if I want to invite people to dinner?
Right. This is cooking for 30 minutes.
Uh-huh.
When this is done,
Yep.
and I vent it, it's pretty much done. So you'll take it and you'll pull it apart with a
Just
fork.
shred it up,
Or shred it up, and you're done.
and that's it.
And so if you already had the pre-mixed coleslaw mix,
Yeah.
that's already done for you. Cutting up the chipotles took the time that you saw me to do. So this comes together really, really fast.
That's cool.
So in 30 minutes you could have a taco dinner that's
For
fresh
6.
For 6, easily. Easily.
Sorry, people, but I will take of this taco here before to get it cold. So another question: if someone want a program or some kind of professional help like nutritionist, where you can find it?
I'm available. You can find information on my consulting fees on my website, mynutritionhabit.com. And I am trained to do a full nutrition assessment on you and evaluate your own nutrient needs and help you find foods that meet your own food preferences and your families that can really make all the difference in trying to meet your nutrition goals.
I know someone that is allergic to the avocado. It can be hard.
Well, certainly all kinds of, food allergies are difficult for people. Steer around those things. Obviously, if you're allergic to these sort of things, this is not going to work for you. But there are lots of other desserts that that you can make that are very simple. And I'm really I'm big on dessert, and I think that it's really important. Even if you're trying to lose weight, I think it's important to be able to eat things that you enjoy eating, because I think too many people make the mistake of trying to diet and then they feel like they're depriving themselves of something.
Yeah, I mean, the people have that bad conception about it. Diet is don't eat.
Yeah, and that's the last thing. That's exactly what you don't want to do.
Yeah,
you want to eat and you want to enjoy your life. It's really about learning about portion control and eating real food, and eating foods that are in their most natural form. And that's what I try to do here. Even adding sugar, so I'm taking a 1.5 avocado that I just scooped out. I'm going to add a 1/2 cup of coconut milk. So this is high in fat, but these are healthy fats. So the avocado obviously not only has fat, it has fiber. It's healthy fat. It's monounsaturated fat, which means it helps fight cancer. And it's very filling.
So it's a good fat.
It's a good fat. And of course, it's full of vitamins. Vitamin C, vitamin K. And the coconut milk is a medium chain saturated fat, which means it's not the same as eating a saturated fat, like say eating fried chicken. I'm adding a little more maple syrup in here, making a mention about those sugars. Your body does not know the difference whether I put granulated sugar in there, whether I put honey in there, whether I put maple syrup in there, agave nectar, your body treats it all the same. The big difference, though, is with maple syrup and honey, those are natural products, and they do have micronutrients in there that you're not going to get from granulated sugar. So that's the advantage to using them. The one difference would be like high fructose corn syrup has a higher level of fructose in it. Your body can tell the difference to that, and it will cause a bit more of a sugar addiction. It can lead to weight gain. But if you stick with natural sugars, ones that come out of trees and or are made by bees, you're in pretty good shape. I'm adding 1/3 of a cup of unsweetened baking cocoa. Again, cocoa is
your producer.
And cocoa is filled with flavonoids in it. Flavonoids also help fight cancer. And so cocoa is actually quite good for you. And this is the unsweetened kind. I'm going to put 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract in there. And then...
let's make noise!
make noise. This until the green parts are starting to disappear. Ooh, isn't that fun?
Wow, it's like a mousse.
It's like a mousse.
Yeah, I see it.
And then, when you're done, it looks like Jello pudding, but it's a lot better for you than Jello pudding. There's vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin K in here, and I'm going to put a little bit of coconut on it to make it look extra appetizing. I don't eat the whole bowl. That's probably that's probably about 3 servings in there.
Oh yeah, it's very rich.
It's very rich, but it will keep you feeling full. So if you had 2 of those tacos, plus about 1/3 of that pudding, that's about 600 calories, like I said, well within 1/3 of most people's daily calorie needs. And you've got yourself a very satisfying, appetizing dinner with all kinds of different flavors, textures, vitamins, minerals, everything you need, and all for the cost of about, I'd say, $25 for everything with tons of leftovers.
Wow,
So you can't beat that.
that's cool. Well, meanwhile, while we're checking that, let's say hi to both Simon,
Hi.
Michelle Goethel.
Hi, Michelle. My Aunt Michelle.
Yeah.
Nice to
People
see you.
say Vicky Watson Kensky.
Hi, Mom.
Hey, Mom's Watson. Jose Chambles.
Hi.
Jose Rodriguez.
Hi, Jose.
Is Jennifer Lynn.
Hi, Jennifer.
Joel Bonini.
Hi, Joel.
Juan Carlos Camacho Gomez.
Hi, Juan Carlos.
And Jaira Aleman. I'll try that with chicken and beef. So good.
Perfect. Yes,
Yeah.
you can use any meat. Absolutely.
Mohamed Loy say hi. Your food is really bad. But okay. Well, you have to try it. Close the live. You have to try it, really. Okay. Well, we have a hater. I love it. Can I read it? Please?
You can read it.
Yeah. Close the light, man. No one's watching. Close the light. Food is bad. You worst chef ever. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Mohammed. We our program today. John Skurkowski saying it's watching Jairo Lehman. Like. Thank you. You know, it's if I take the freedom to say something like producer, with someone take too much energy and attention to put how bad you are, it's because you're doing something good.
Well,
So
I know what my intentions are. My intentions are to bring you something that's healthy, something that's fun, and to bring you it in a way that is myself. And that's all my intentions are.
Mohamed, thank you for all your time. Trust me, we love you. Thank you. That made my day. Anyway,
So
the wine.
And this is something I've forgotten in the past episodes, which my mother reminded me afterwards, and shame on me. As some of you may know, I used to own a wine store, and so this is something that I think brings food into full circle for you. If you don't drink, of course, there are plenty of other beverages that go with this. But if you are interested in wine, this is a wine that you can easily find at most supermarkets. This is a really good buy. This is almost Malbec from Argentina. 91 points in Wine Spectator, and it's quite good, and it usually prices around $10 or $11 a bottle. And it has chocolatey notes to it, which will complement the flavors of both the cocoa in the pudding and the cocoa flavors in the adobe chilies in the pork. So, with that,
Cheers.
cheers. I hope all of you are staying safe and well, and that you are finding some time to enjoy the art of cooking while you're at home, and really taking some time to focus on your health and the health benefits of eating well and eating natural food, and celebrate it with the people that you're with. Again, don't forget to check out my YouTube channel where all of my recipes are, and also my website to find out more information as well as other nutrition habits. And I look forward to seeing you here next week.
Let's show the people how hard we work, bro. Let's do it. I mean, it's
show
far. I'll do it.
Coco's he's
No, it's because Mohamed, that's for you, bro. No, really. That's an amazing project. I know. Thank you for everyone to be here. I want the people to see how many things we put in there. You have one camera here. You have the lights and the stuff. Another camera here, and that is coming, guys. That is coming. So
next week we hope to have, we will have a 3-camera setup for you with a bit more of a professional look. And I'm also going to have more fun summer recipes, including a special recipe that my mother sent me the other night.
I love it.
Very excited to share with you.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Listen, Jair Aleman say keep doing recipes live. It's something that I want to do someday. I mean, I hope soon. Nutrition and health address it. Diesel Hammond, so love you guys. We love
Hi,
you, Diesel. Whoa, nice. Yeah, that's good. Well, I think we have programs for today.
Thank you so much for all of you for tuning in. It's great to see you all on here. I truly appreciate your support, and I'll see you next week here on Live Weekend Nutrition Habit. Have a great week.